Come on, find them squirrels. That's it, Rod. Go find them. You get them. Hello, folks. Geez, a pretty warm day for Saskatchewan. Windy though. We've been getting some absolutely crazy weather here in Saskatchewan this January. Goes up and down like a yo-yo. One day it's minus 30 and the next day it's plus 3. And then tomorrow we're dropping down again. We just had some nice weather, just a few days. And then it just drops right back down again to minus 30 crop. And she's busy out there in the rail yards today. But anyway, what's happening in the CFL? I suppose the most craziest thing in the CFL is there's no schedule yet. That's unbelievable. What is it? January 15th? You know, people want to make some sort of plans. They're shooting themselves in the foot. And there's still no hint of who is going to be the commissioner. Like, I figured once these meetings happen down south, I'm hoping they're just down there sucking on Mai Tais. They got to make some bloody decisions. Crazy. Like what can be holding up? I don't understand it. I read that they're not going to have the away game where Toronto would always play somewhere else. I don't know why they just picked Toronto, but they're not having that game, so that's out of the question. I don't know. It's got me baffled, and it's costing the league ticket sales. Like, people want to plan their flights, you know, get stuff a little cheaper if you can plan ahead. Yeah, I don't know. They got to get their act together, that's for sure. Especially, you know, like, not even another word of what the committee. It just seems strange. You'd think there'd be some sort of people that they'd be bringing in by now to talk to, but not a word. Yeah, but CFL's not everything, that's for sure. I watch all football, and oh man, I'll tell you, there was some great games on last weekend. The NFL playoffs, but you know, to tell you the truth, I enjoyed those college games better. But Notre Dame, Penn State, and Texas and Ohio State. Man, oh man, were those hard-hitting games, and back and forth. You figured one team was out of it. Here they come. So many guys that were so hard-hitting. It was unbelievable. Great games. It'll be a good game Monday. I'd advise anybody to tune into that college game. I think Ohio State will win over Notre Dame, but I'm pulling for Notre Dame. Don't think they've won anything for a while. Yeah, but it should be good games, and plus the NFL, the division games are in there this weekend, and boy, there'll be some games there too. I'm really excited. A lot of people that watch the CFL don't like the NFL, but that's the show, folks, and that's where these boys are really pulling in the big money. I suppose a lot of people don't like it because of the crazy rules. The kickoff rules they've got, and the free catches, and it ruins the kicking game. But as far as the rest of it, I love it. It's you know, you never know. There's going to be a low score and high score, both ways now. In the playoffs, it seems to slow down on the offense, but I'm looking forward to those games. Same as looking forward to training camp. We got a few guys more signed with the Riders. I don't know if the last time I was on if Thurman had signed. Yeah, that was a good one. The anchor of the defense. That helps us out big time. And the big thing about that, it's a 2-year deal, which is really nice. You know, now you've got your middle guy, your quarterback, basically of the defense, signed for a 2-year stint. Hopefully he can stay healthy and make it count. And you know, the other guy, who else? AJ Allen signed. And Carney signed. That's a good. He didn't have the best season, Carney, but he's a decent defensive end. They've signed another D lineman too, I think. I'm trying to remember his name. Rondell. What the hell? Bothroyd or something like that. I looked up his stuff. He played for Oklahoma Sooners. That's a decent college team. He tried out and played some preseason, but never made the squad down there in the NFL. But he's definitely got the size. I think he's 6'3", 273. He'll be an interesting guy to look at camp. I suppose the only other guy that I hope the hell they sign pretty soon is Sales. He's on my wish list big time. Be nice to get him back. He was a pretty steady on the corner, and we need another corner. Not sure who they're going to play out there. One guy that got me wondering is why they haven't any word about a Claire. You know, I don't know. He's a Canadian. You think they've shored up a lot of their Canadians. I'm wondering if with Allen being a Canadian, the ratio, maybe they're thinking that he might get that position. I don't know. Like, he played well, you know, really good special teamers, but I guess we'll have to see. Revis is there on the other side. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it'll all depend how much money he wants, you know. Yeah, but there are a lot of decent signings around the league. See Drew Brown signed back, extension. Beglington, he signed back with the Calgary, and that was a 2-year deal. I read $430K. That's a decent pay for a bloody receiver. That's their concern, Calgary. I don't know if I'd pay that much for a receiver. It's the same thing as Eugene Lewis there in Edmonton. Some Rider fans are reading on the forum that they wouldn't mind having a look at a premium receiver, American receiver. I'll just wait a second here. Pretty loud. I hope you can hear over me. They're hooking up trains over here. If they can get that Lewis, so you know, he wants. Well, he was asking, I think, $300K or something. No way. Yeah, he's too big of the pie for my liking. Decent receiver, but nah. What other ones around the league? That's about all that I know for Saskatchewan right now, unless there's somebody else out there knows something. Let me know in the comments anytime you find any info on Riders. I don't find it all on there. I love any info I can get and put in my head, the better. I like knowing what's going on. One of the interesting things was that Ontario Wilson from Winnipeg. I talked about him in my videos last season. I enjoyed his play, and he has decent speed, size, good hands, and he got picked up down there. I think he went with the Jets. Don't quote me. but it didn't take them long to fill that spot. They picked up that Dylan Mitchell that the Elks let go. And they picked him up, so I kind of imagine that'll be their spot for filling that spot for them. Another interesting one was that Steinbach Butler swap. Oh man, I don't even understand that one bit. Nah, not one bit. Like, I prefer Steinbach. He was miles ahead of Butler, but mind you, Butler shared a lot of the duties, running duties, so it's sort of statistics, you can't go by that much. But Steinbach, he was right up in the top of the running. I've always liked him. I believe he was the guy that beat us that year when we lost to Toronto in the big game, one of the big games. Got a pass down the sideline and off he went for a touchdown. I'm sure that was him. My memory fails me more and more often now these days. That's about it. I just wanted to get on here and short talk, but the free agency, boy, she's heating up now. Players are signing left and right. Holmes signed in Winnipeg. I can go on and on. I'm mainly concerned about the riders. Like I said, I'd really like to see them get Sales signed. It's nice to get that same core back. And we filled a lot of those spots already. I think O'Day's doing a great job. And we'll see what else he fills up on when free agency opens. I think that's on the 17th or something. Hi.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Good, good.
Where's your doggy? You going? How you doing?
Glory.
Good. Out of the way, Rod. What else? I can't remember anymore. That Ormelade. Oh yeah, he went from Toronto. For Judge. Cameron Judge moving around. Poor Toronto, they've been losing guys left and right out of their management. That defensive guy, Fields, the defense guy from Toronto, he moved out of there. I think he went over to Ottawa to be the defensive coordinator. And now Winnipeg, they're looking at Toronto's quarterback coach for an offensive coordinator. And I tell you, they're losing a lot of guys. One of the other interesting things in the front office was Winnipeg picking up that Sunderland. He was the GM in Edmonton. You know, they picked up 3 different guys actually for the front office. Well, they're fitting that into the coach's salary. But they're rearranged there. But Toronto, I'll tell you, they got a whole different outfit there. That's going to be an interesting season for them. Toronto, you know, I think they have the easiest time of recruiting both front office and players, because down south they've heard of Toronto, and you tell a player you want to come play in Saskatchewan, they go, what? What country's that in? They haven't even got a clue. That's about it I can think of. That sure will be lots happening here quick, because we're moving in pretty close to the deadline of the free agency opening. I can't remember what day it is. I think it's maybe the 12th of February, somewhere in there. You can open it up, but not supposed to talk to players or anything like that, but kind of suspicious with that Steinbach Butler deal. Seemed they both got let go, and the very next day they're signed, you know. Guy's kind of suspicious about that, isn't it? Like, so much for not talking to anybody. I can't believe they weren't talking earlier. which I don't give a shit about anyway. Why not? Leave it open as far as I'm concerned. If you're free agent, you're a free agent, you know it. Let them talk about it. Let them talk to them. I guess I'll let the club that they're with have the first shot, but they had all bloody till now to talk to them. Anyway, that's about it for now. I'll get back to you as soon as I hear some more news. If anything exciting, I'll be watching that football this weekend. Should be a hell of games. I'm really looking forward to them, actually. Should be a lot of good ball to watch. Anyway, till next time, go Riders go, and you all take care out there.